Attempt this question, be straight, be simple, don't try to be over smart with English professor. He is a man who has a lot of experience as compared to you. Don't try to be over smart with him. Just let him know that your English is perfect. As a student of literature, literature makes you ideal or sad. Either you become very much ideal, believe in perfection, or you become sad. And unfortunately, these both qualities are found in professors and lecturers of English. And I'm sorry if my talk is going to hurt them, but my objective is to sensitize the student, sensitize the candidate of CSS about their approach towards solution of English composition paper. Hello everyone, aspirants and viewers. Welcome to our virtual civil services academy by Z.A.Langah. And my today's talk is on handling of English composition paper of CSS, PCS and ICS. Friends, I would require your entire attention for this talk, because this is important talk. It is based on my experience, learning and practical knowledge about the paper, about the English composition paper. Not only about the English composition paper, but also of the invigilator, the examiner, whose psychology needs to be studied before attempting English composition paper. So, in order to qualify, in order to pass, in order to secure maximum marks in English composition paper, it is necessary that you must have some information in your mind before attempting this paper. Because if you don't have prior information, if you don't have prior homework, if you have not thoroughly gone through the requirements of any paper, you may not be in a position to secure more marks at least. Since I have done MA in English and I have given 4 years in Department of English, I have been in touch with all the teachers of Department of English, and not only at the institute where I studied, but also now my colleagues, my classmates, even my students are also lecturer in English, professor in English, assistant professor in English, and they are teaching at various institutes in Pakistan. First of all, you have to keep in mind the psychology of the examiner. English professors are normally and as a routine very rigid. There are 2 or 3 reasons. First of all, they are themselves failure of CSS. Please mind this. If they had not been failure of CSS or PCS, they would not have been sitting in department teaching English to students. At least 95 to 98% of professors, lecturers attempted CSS at different times in their lifetime or PCS, and unfortunately they could not qualify. So they are very rigid. They are perfectionist. They believe that all teachers, all students English will be totally perfect. And other reason behind this is that they are sadist. Examiner, assessor of English paper is a sadist guy, because he is not only failure, but he had deeply been through literature books and studied different tragedies, different romantic dramas, novels, and so many other things. Literature, basically, what is my perception, what I have understood as a student of literature, literature makes you ideal or sad. Either you become very much ideal, believe in perfection, or you become sad. And unfortunately, these both qualities are found in professors and lecturers of English. And I'm sorry if my talk is going to hurt them, but my objective is to sensitize the student, sensitize the candidate of CSS about their approach towards solution of English composition paper. So guys, keep these things in mind. And an important thing, they are very miser in scoring. They are very miser, they are very rigid in awarding marks. If you do a perfect 100 marks paper without any error or mistake, you get maximum 60, 65 marks, and even exceptional students take 70 marks. Otherwise, average score they award is from 40 to 45, 48, 50, 52. This is average student. 95% of students take score from 40 to 52. Not many take above 60, because English assessor, English examiner, English teacher is very rigid, and I have told you the reasons behind this. They are perfectionists. They believe that all people should be like them. Their language should be perfect. Their composition paper should be perfect. They even don't excuse you for a small full stop, question mark, even exclamation mark. They want you to give a perfect paper. So that's why so many people, so many candidates obtain a low score in English composition paper. So now what is the key? How can you secure more marks? How can you get more marks so that you not only qualify English composition paper, but you may also enhance your overall score for securing aggregate and also securing a good slot in top groups. So be mindful of all these things. Therefore, your approach should be very much logical or psychological in order to get more marks. And based on my experience and learning, I am sharing some tips which may help you in getting more marks. First of all, attempt those questions which you think you know most and you have perfect knowledge about the questions. Leave comprehension question and leave précis question. Do both of these questions at the end. Spare time for them, divide time, plan, and first half of the paper you should focus on fill in the blanks, one word substitution, appropriate words, idioms, and likewise. And once you do this, also take care of every single thing like punctuation marks, spelling, grammar. Cross check twice. They say once bitten, twice shy. So therefore, you must check each and everything, because you are going to compete not only for CSS, but you have to convince a sadist, an idealist person who is going to check your paper. Don't convey him any message that you have problems in your composition, you have problems in your grammar, you have problems in your punctuation. Please understand this. One thing is this, and other one is that for the second part, précis and comprehension. As compared to précis, comprehension is much easier. But thing is, again, you have to read between the lines. You have to comprehend each and every sentence, not only each and every sentence, but each word. If you miss out meaning of any single word, you may not be able to properly get idea of what is being said, and ultimately you may lose a few marks. Therefore, I have already given a talk on building vocabulary. If you have not watched that video, please go to my channel and watch that video, how to build vocabulary. So your vocabulary counts here. Your reading skills, your analytical skills, your comprehension skills all come into play in comprehension. Attempt this question, be straight, be simple, don't try to be over smart with English professor. He is a man who has a lot of experience as compared to you. Don't try to be over smart with him. Just let him know that your English is perfect, it is good, and you have tried to explain each and everything. As far as précis is concerned, I will give an exclusive talk on précis as well, how précis is handled and how précis is done. what is role of practice in making a précis and why précis is made, what are its rules, what are its requirements. Please understand this. If you don't know these, you won't be able to handle précis question. Therefore, keep all these things in mind while competing with CSS candidates and also convincing your examiner. If you don't do this, if you don't plan for this, you must not appear in CSS or PCS examination. It is important. It is very critical. In précis, don't start with title of précis. Try to read twice, thrice, give sufficient time to reading, and once you have got a clear idea of précis, just try to give a gist and general impression of the passage. Don't try to copy the sentences of précis. Don't try to reproduce or expand. Don't try to include your personal comments in précis. Just focus on what is being said and try to precise it. And stick to the length you are being. If you are asked to keep 1/3 of précis, keep it 1/3. Don't exceed even for 5 words. If you are given a certain number, if you are asked to make a précis of a passage for about 150 words, it should be 150 words or 149. It shouldn't be 150 or 155. English professor is going to punish you because you are not following his instructions. This is also a psychological ball game, and you have to be psychologically strong. If you are not psychologically strong, if you are not going to abide by the instruction of the examiner or the FPSC, you are going to be punished. Don't get punished for even small things. Keep in mind all these things. These are going to help you guys. Please understand this. So I'm sure this talk of mine is going to help you a lot. And if you think that this is helping, go to YouTube and search for Virtual Civil Service Academy by Z.A.Langah and subscribe to my channel. Also try to share links with all those needy candidates, all those people, all those students who cannot afford to go to universities, cannot afford to live in cities, cannot afford to pay tuition fees for English teacher, so that they may also benefit from these talks. And I have also given my email address and WhatsApp in the description of the video. You can go there and contact me. Now start free of cost assessment, and I will give you my email address. What you are supposed to do is to write down any essay. I will give you assigned topics, or you can write yourself and email me in those essays you write, so that I may assess and give you my feedback. My objective is to support all the needy students. If you think that you are needy, if you think that my talk is going to support you, please must share with all and also benefit yourself. Thank you very much, my friends.